Disagreements in government causes a nationwide shutdown.
And October brings awareness to the most common cancer among women.
And clear skies for most of next week.
Live from the campus of Western Kentucky University, you're watching News Channel 12, where commitment makes the difference.
It has been 2 days, 14 hours, and 30 minutes since the government shut down. Welcome to News Channel 12 live at 1:30. I'm Allison Ball.
And I'm Alexis Rivers. Thank you for joining us in Studio 2. It has been nearly 7 years since the last government shutdown. Let's take a closer look.
Earlier this week, we saw the top leaders from both parties and both chambers meeting here at the White House with the stated goal of trying to come to an agreement to keep the government open. But in the hours and days after that meeting, it became clear that both sides were really digging in. And now that there is a government shutdown, the blame game continues.
Democrats want to play political games with the lives and the livelihoods of Americans.
Republicans have adopted a my way or the highway approach. They basically have said, take it or leave it with respect to our partisan Republican spending bill.
So what are the main sticking points? While Democrats are pushing to extend enhanced Obamacare subsidies, Republicans are asking for essentially an extension of current funding for another 7 weeks. When it comes to how this shutdown differs from those in the past, the threat of mass firings looms large. While it is typical to see some government workers furloughed during this time, the president is threatening a more permanent impact, which lines up with his long-stated goal to shrink the size of the federal government and could be seen as a tactic the administration hopes will force Democrats to support their plan without compromise. The last government shutdown took place at the end of 2018 going into 2019 during President Donald Trump's first term. It was the longest in more than 4 decades, lasting 35 days in total. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Yes, so like you said, it has been nearly 7 years since a government shutdown has taken place in our country. So why exactly is it shutting down? So Wednesday, after lawmakers left the Capitol without passing a funding bill, so the left and the right politicians, they failed to resolve a budget dispute, and that funds government services into October and beyond. So Alexis, can you tell us why they couldn't reach that agreement?
Yeah, so Democrats want to protect certain healthcare funding, and Republicans are pushing a temporary spending cut. And so that is what made the government ultimately shut down. And so a lot of people are curious as to what a shutdown even means. So the government isn't entirely just shutting down. Some, but not all, U.S. government services are temporarily suspended. So 40% of the federal workforce, about 750,000 people, are expected to be put on unpaid leave. And some people are even curious as to which services stop and then which carry on. So would you care to tell us about that?
Yeah, so the Department of Human Health and Services, they're expecting 32,000 of nearly 80,000 workers to be temporarily discharged during the shutdown. So the CDC, the FDA, the NIH. So overall, the government employees considered non-essential, those are the ones putting on unpaid leave. You know, so Social Security and Medicare checks, they'll be sent out, but benefit verification and card insurance work may stop. So Alexis, can you tell us, this is the biggest question for students like us, what about financial aid?
Yes, so good news, because the FAFSA money has already been awarded for this year, it is still in effect and it will be fine.
Good, good. So Avery, are we expecting any rain this coming up week? How's it gonna look?
Well, we're really in a bit of a weird situation as we're in an extended summer before fall. Taking a look outside right now, it's 80 degrees, feeling like 81 with just some slight humidity. Taking a look at the rest of the state, mid-80s just about everywhere. As you can see, Greenville and Lewisport, just a little bit cooler, a little bit of a cold patch over there. For our hourly planner, at noon it was 78. Right now, and into 3 o'clock about 81 before we start cooling off for the evening for a clear and beautiful night. Now, if you're heading out of town tonight, I would hate to be you because it's just going to be so pleasant here, even though it's a little bit warm. Now, for when I come back, we're going to be talking about how it's still so hot, taking a look at a lot of those travel conditions, and where is fall? Why is it still so warm? Back to you at the desk.
Yes, October is here on the Hill, but so is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer is one of the most common cancers among American women. The CD says, quote, each year in the United States, about 270,000 women get breast cancer, and of those 42,000 women, die from the disease, end quote. Let's not forget, men can also get breast cancer. The risk is lower, with only 1 out of every 100 breast cancer diagnoses in the U.S. being from a man, but it's still possible. Breast cancer is most commonly found in women who are 50 years or older, but it can affect younger women as well.
The American Cancer Society says 5 to 10% breast cancer cases are hereditary, resulting from a mutation gene passed on from a parent. But the other 85 to 90% of breast cancer cases are considered to be a mix of genetic and environmental factors. Mammograms are key to finding breast cancer early. Some women have no symptoms at all, so annual mammogram checkups are important, even for women under 50.
Yes, Bowling Green, Kentucky's Med Center Health recommends women to begin annual mammography between ages 40 and 45. But if you have higher risks, starting earlier is advised. So Med Center Health offers mammogram screenings at multiple Bowling Green locations, as well as Graves Gilbert Clinic and TriStar Greenview Regional Hospital.
When we return, we will take a look into all the fall festivities happening in Bowling Green.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
This past Saturday, Bowling Green celebrates 35 years of the annual International Festival. The festival spreads across a 4.9-mile radius full of entertainment and immerses every visitor in over 30 different cultures. People from all over the state with rich backgrounds came in to showcase dances, food, and vendors. Flamenco dancer Christina Smith was one of the 27 performers at the International Festival.
We like for people to just feel captivated, energized, inspired to learn more about this art form of flamenco, or just to learn more about any other art form of folk style dance that they experience at a festival like this. So there's something for everyone.
Dancing wasn't the only eye-catching performance at the festival. One of the many vendors at the event talks about his love for his heritage and the culture of others.
It's great, all right, because people it's the only chance we have once a year to come and show our culture to people, our crafts, how we make like hand things. So it's great. In my case, for example, we come from Peru. So in Peru we have alpaca sweaters. So we don't have any other option to showcase my products here in the International Festival. So it's a great opportunity.
On such a hot day as this, food vendors become not only an enjoyable experience, but also a necessity. This was the perfect event for families and friends to come together and be in the midst of a melting pot.
And as we start the month of October, WKU is getting set for fall.
here at Wesley are still anticipating fall break, with free apple cider, free popcorn, and s'mores, as well as smashing pumpkins provided by the Bowling Green Police Department. The Housing Administration wanted to make sure that Hilltopper felt important and special with this fall festival.
This is Fall on the Hill. It's a combined effort event with housing and residence life and campus recreation and wellness. We also have a lot of campus partners here today. Each of the academic colleges sponsored a different portion of the event, and we have representatives from Texas Roadhouse, the Bowling Green Police Department, and other folks across campus as well.
Any opportunity we have to be on campus and be around WKU students, we're all about. So when they extended that invitation, we knew that we had to accept it. We're really excited about being here.
WKU faculty and staff wanted students to decompress and relax before sending them off for fall break.
So we have pumpkin smashing, pumpkin painting, s'mores that they can roast while they're here. Hilltopper Nutrition brought apple cider and popcorn for them to enjoy. The Honors College brought some games for them to play, and there's some candy, and then ghost stories on the Bowling Green trolley as well. So lots of things for students to get involved in. We did and adapted this event a couple times, but this is our second annual event officially.
I'm Madison Ross for News Channel 12.
Yes, that looks so fun. I couldn't make it, but I saw everything on South Lawn. I know Madison had some apple cider in her hand. There was face painting. What are you looking forward to for fall? Because I know I'm just so excited. It's my favorite season.
Oh, me too, Allison. I just love haunted houses. Like, the adrenaline rush is just my favorite thing in the world. And there could be something wrong with me, but I think I love them.
Oh yeah, so I went to Skeleton's Lair last year. We actually got to film there. It was awesome. So fun, but goodness, girl, that was scary.
I know.
But yes, now we're going to be hearing out our weather. So next up, Avery will be giving us our weather forecast.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Well, all this excitement for fall here in Bowling Green, but it doesn't feel like we've left Labor Day weekend at all. Outside still 80, feeling like 81 with just a slight wind. Very pleasant, but just a little too warm for this time of year. Same thing for temperatures all throughout the state. Really looking beautiful, but not like October. Our current radar, we've got a couple showers out in the western part of the state near Evansville, but mostly just some cloud cover shield you from that sun just a little bit. Our future radar I'll walk you through. Looking just like a little bit of cloud cover. Again, those spotty showers throughout Friday evening and into Saturday morning. You can see those clouds come and go, not really bringing any rain with them throughout the rest of this weekend. Sunday looking especially beautiful. As we move into Monday, a few clouds, but nothing to put a damper on the fun of fall break. If you're heading out of town tomorrow, it's going to be 61 when you're getting in the car, 78 as you're on your drive. Hopefully by 3 p.m. you've reached your destination with 84 degrees and 75 for a clear and beautiful night. Truly a lovely day tomorrow. If you're staying in town, definitely enjoy some time outdoors with nature. I know lots of hammocking happens here on WKU campus. Now, I've got a really interesting graphic for y'all. These are our travel delays for the whole United States. As you can see, the highlighted hazards up at the top of the screen. Everything will really look green or yellow through the rest of this long weekend. Now, I don't know about you, but Kentucky, like most of the South, has many seasons and micro seasons. Right now, we are firmly in the return of summer. Sadly, not quite yet to actual fall, and we won't be there for quite a while, as our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook is well above normal. Now, we've got 75 as the average temp, and we are well in the 80s today. Can you believe that? Not quite sweater weather for us, unfortunately. Looking at our 7-day, it's much of the same. 84 today and tomorrow, but clear and lovely skies, very mild. Sunday and Monday, a little bit of clouds here and there, but still staying really in that lovely 80-degree weather. Tuesday is where we have our chance of just a few thunderstorms, really just showers. There'll be pretty spotty coverage, but after that we cool down and dry out. Not really like those long stretches of rain that really soaked the ground and helped alleviate some of those drought conditions earlier last month. Overall, a very pleasant week. Finally, a little bit of rain, and hopefully that cooling trend continues. Now, joining us on the latest for sports is Mary and Miranda.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to News Channel 12. It is time for sports. I'm Mary Couch.
And I'm Miranda Huglin. Let's kick off this segment with a recap of Hilltopper football. This past Saturday, the Tops took Missouri State to the ground on their home turf. I mean, look at this play right here. The Tops pitch it all over the backfield, from McIver to Hart to Hutchinson, getting it back to McIver for a deep pass to Myers straight into the end zone.
The game was back and forth pretty much the whole time, with the Tops averaging 6.43 yards per play, and the Bears right behind them with 5.67 yards per play. Toward the end of the third, the Tops secured the lead and didn't give it up. Hilltopper offense really shined in this game. Number 11, running back Lavelle Wright, took charge, rushing 91 yards and scoring a game-changing total of 12 points for the Hilltoppers.
After a close call, McIver and Lavelle led Western to a final score of 27-22, making them 4-1 as they head into today's conference game against 3-1 Delaware.
What do you think about the Hilltopper football this season, Mary?
You know, Miranda, I'm pretty excited to see how well they're doing. It was interesting. I don't think I'd seen their record written out like that yet.
4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 sounds pretty good to me, you know. And I'll admit that I haven't been keeping up enough. I haven't been to enough games here on the hill yet, so I've got to start going. Look at our team.
Yeah, for sure. I think the next home game is actually not this upcoming Tuesday, but the next one, October 14th. And isn't that the game that Blanco Brown is playing?
I do think you're right. I am very excited for this pregame concert. I think that we'll have some fun.
And hopefully we'll win. We're on a winning streak right now.
I mean, the presence of Blanco Brown can only help us.
For sure.
Well, speaking of terms on a winning streak, let's move into some high school football with the spotlight on undefeated Logan County.
Sports Director Cole McIntyre got the inside scoop on Logan County's big turnaround this season.
Here we go. This is the routine, the call, the snap, the pass, and the catch. It's a rhythm that's almost become second nature.
Find somebody to block.
And one that's carried Logan County to 6 straight wins.
When I built this schedule, I built this schedule to be tough. Our toughest schedule we've played in the 10 years that I've been here.
Tested with signature wins over Greenwood and 6A powerhouse McCracken County, this Cougar resume is loaded.
This year we're playing as a whole and together, not as individuals.
And when it clicked, they'll point to one play in their first win over Greenwood since 2019.
Thursday, the day before, he was like, we're going to practice this. We're not going to run it Friday. We're just going to practice it. And he calls it, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Down 1 point after scoring this touchdown in overtime, Logan County went for the win with a play that was part of their routine.
We go out there, you know, I pitch it to Christian, and then I look, and I was like, oh, Lord, there's no hole.
I turn around, and I look to throw, and I don't even see Tashawn there. So I just throw it up, and when I'm throwing it, I see it in the air. I'm like, that's overthrown.
Tashawn made an unbelievable catch out of nowhere. You know, I can't go out to eat with my family and not see somebody, hey, coach, you guys are playing good, and I have no idea who they are, you know. So, but things like that are really, really awesome to see our small-knit community come together and show these guys some love and respect them and come out here and watch them each and every Friday night. Right now, sure, Jeremiah, what do you got to tell the crowd?
Hey,
you're the best coach I ever had.
You're the best coach I ever had. I hear you.
And week by week, it's becoming something bigger. A routine that's being rewritten as a run to remember. At Logan County High School, Cole McIntyre, the extra point.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer.
If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
More than 100 blind student athletes from across the country are proving that athletic spirit has no limits. The competitors were in Nashville, Tennessee over the weekend for a national track and field championship. Amanda Roberts has the story.
On your mark, set.
With shoes laced up and nerves running high.
It does feel kind of like nerve-wracking, like your heart picks up, you're just like, okay, focus, focus.
These track and field athletes run, jump, sprint, and shot put at their highest level, competing against athletes from across the country.
It felt really good. Like the wind was like speeding past me, and I ran 9 seconds, which was way faster than I'd ever done.
The events may look and sound different.
The recon is where it's kind of like a standing long jump, but instead you do 3. Like 3 jumps where your feet are completely planted on the ground after you're jumping, and like you stay stanced until like you jump again, but you have to do it like 3 times in a row.
Because these student athletes are representing Tennessee's School for the Blind. The clapping lets 12-year-old Aviana Van Zant know the direction to jump.
It's just like, it's really fun.
For years, she has been waiting to compete out here. And finally getting the chance, she's deservedly proud of herself.
The fact that I'm only in 7th grade and I was up there smoking them was kind of crazy.
14 feet, 6. They are individuals with unique characteristics, just like all of us. Their blindness does not define nor limit.
As hard as her students work to compete and do their best, Principal Jamie Ballard says what stands out the most on the field, their integrity, sportsmanship, and consideration.
We have so many other great athletes out here. And when you get to know them, they are very nice people, very supportive of each other, and I could not ask for a better team.
But I'm kind of nervous for my 600-meter dash because I have to go against one of my teammates, which is very kind of like sad because I don't want to win against her, but I don't want to lose against her either.
It's the kind of event where everyone
Come on, David.
is a winner.
Yes, that was a great story to see, so inspiring. You know, I just love that they had the opportunity to do that. You know, those who are visually impaired, it doesn't matter. They can still be, you know, student athletes. They can still run track and do a sport that they have passion for. I know you mentioned you lived roughly around 5 minutes from where that took place at, Alexis?
Yes, absolutely. I grew up near Tennessee School for the Blind, and so being around it all the time, I'm always curious how they did things and how things worked there. And it's just really inspiring to see that, you know, no matter what disability, no matter struggle you may have, you can still make it work. But yes. Tuesday, the food school here in Bowling Green served up a night of fun, familiarity, and kinship as participants learned how to cook traditional Eastern Thai dishes. Participants, many of which were strangers to one another, were put into small groups where they worked together to prepare a dinner fit for a family. The goal of the food school is to bring communities together by teaching the recipes from a variety of different countries. Event organizer Anna Kolka grew up in Eastern Thailand and expresses the importance of cultural blending through sharing recipes like these.
And how do we bridge that gap and be a united town is going to become increasingly important as the town grows and we have more immigration and more movement. I think in larger places where communities are more entrenched, like I was in Los Angeles for a long time. If you want good Korean food, you go to Koreatown. Like this, it's a neighborhood. You go to E-Town for good Ethiopian food, but they're not mixing. And so I think bringing people together around different kinds of food in this very casual family atmosphere is a way to maintain the small town feel as we grow and as we incorporate all these different cultures and people from different.
That looked so fun. Like, if I could have gone to that, I would have. I know we talked about before this, like, have we even had Thai food? Have you?
I haven't. I have never tried Thai food before, but I'm enticed to now.
Yes. Oh, I want to.
Yeah.
100%. So this has been a great show.
It really has.
I know we're both excited for fall break. You know, I know October is one of my favorite months just because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad we got to touch on that. You know, get your mammograms, ladies. They're very important. But, you know, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much. You're watching News Channel 12.